she don't give a she was in her bag, Fendi and some lane hags for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon'
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Newton on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready,
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
He's checking Craig. Switch. Set. 180. Express. 48, Mike, 48. Ready? Gun. Hey!
Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 47 yards.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Great. Gun. There's a set. 180. Do some.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
21. 21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Yeah, baby! Woo! I got you. Crash! 59, Mike. Get hot! Check. 12, fellas, here we go. Set a tone, fellas.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's do some. We're going to set. 180. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Great. Hey.
On 1st down, Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! 12.
On first down, Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. New York set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
You got 4. That's it. 180!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Newton to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they'll go on the ground. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Go ahead.
They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Right there. All day, baby. Eleven. 52. Here we go. Hurry up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
21.
They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
I got you.
Garoppolo on 1st down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this time out. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
20. Hey! Hey, get right there. Get right there. Get right there. Hey, hey. Watch the slant. Motion, motion. 20. Great.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Greg.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Ready? 180.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Alert 3. Greg. Switch.
McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Alert. 3 down. 2.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Goodwin. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wait.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Garoppolo, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down. Hey, gun. Here we go. Hurry up.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
here we go.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 4. You got 4.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally
11.
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Set the tone.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They get 14 yards there at a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Mike 5-4. Mike.
Here we go. Hurry up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
One, Omaha.
Kill.
And they'll run it here. Oh, look at the juke. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
12.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
12. 11. 12.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
6.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hey. 4 down.
12.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Gun.
Newton on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey. Right to the 3.
From the gun, here's Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Hey.
On first down, this is McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under crunch.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Great.
Here's Newton now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Here we go. Let's rock now.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Black 80. Great. 8. Hey.
Motion.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Come on now. Three down. Hey, check.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Reuben Foster in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
180.
56, Mike, 56.
Great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins past it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, that a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
One, Omaha.
Like 22, he's coming.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Oh, yeah!
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Shedding the tackle. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and